Hey there, so you're looking for a great dog trainer here in Apple Valley? That's awesome. My goal here is to give you everything you need to feel really confident about the choice you make for you and your dog. You know, searching for the right trainer can feel like a pretty big project, but it really doesn't have to be. We're going to break it all down so you can skip the guesswork and just find a professional who's a perfect fit.
All right, first up, your Apple Valley dog. We're talking about training for the high desert lifestyle because, let's be honest, it's a little different out here.
I mean, think about it. Life here has its own unique challenges, right? You've got the traffic buzzing along Highway 18, you've got potential run-ins with coyotes or even rattlesnakes, and heck, even a giant tumbleweed blowing across your path can be pretty startling for a dog. A local trainer gets this. They can prepare your dog for the world we actually live in, and that local knowledge is just invaluable.
So, what exactly should you be looking for? Before you even start searching, let's cover the basics, the foundations of what makes a really great trainer.
Okay, the gold standard in modern dog training is something called positive reinforcement. All it really means is rewarding the behavior you want to see. We're talking treats, praise, a favorite toy, anything your dog loves. It's not only incredibly effective, but it's also the best way to build a trusting, happy relationship with your dog.
Now, you might see a bunch of letters after a trainer's name. Don't worry, you don't need to memorize them. Just think of certifications as a really good sign. It means that trainer has invested in their education and is committed to professional standards. It shows they're serious about their craft.
Next up, let's look at the different kinds of programs out there. The right one for you is really going to depend on your specific goals, your dog's personality, and of course your schedule.
So your two main options are usually group classes or private lessons. Group classes are fantastic for socialization and teaching your dog to focus when other dogs are around. On the other hand, if you're dealing with a specific issue at home, like, say, barking at the door or jumping on visitors, private lessons are perfect because the training happens right where the problem is.
And of course, we've got to talk about cost. Here's a realistic look at what you can expect to budget for training services here in the Apple Valley area. As you can see, group classes are often the most affordable route, while something really intensive like a board and train program is a much bigger investment.
And just a quick word on those board and train programs. Because you won't be there to see the training happen day to day, it's absolutely crucial that you vet them thoroughly. You want to be 100% certain that they are using humane, positive methods the entire time your dog is in their care.
Okay, you know what to look for and what kinds of programs are available. So now, let's get into the questions you should be asking any potential trainer. This is how you'll get the answers you need to make a great decision.
This one is the big one. Their answer should sound a lot like what we just talked about with positive reinforcement. You want to hear them talk about rewards, motivation, and making learning a fun game, not about using fear or force. This question brings it right back home. A great trainer isn't going to give you a cookie-cutter plan. They're going to ask about your goals. Do you want to have peaceful walks along the Mojave River Walk? Or maybe you just want better manners at home. They should be able to tailor the training to fit your life.
And here are a few more to keep in your back pocket. Asking how they measure progress keeps things clear. Confirming the total cost means no surprises later. And knowing your homework is key because so much of the success depends on you. Finally, if you're dealing with something like anxiety, their willingness to team up with your vet is a huge sign of professionalism.
So you've picked your trainer, you're doing the work. Now, where can you go to put those new skills to the test? Let's cover some of Apple Valley's local rules and great spots to practice.
First, a simple but important one. In all public areas around town, your dog's leash can be no longer than 6 feet. It's a straightforward rule that's all about keeping everyone safe and in control.
And here's another key one for all of us in San Bernardino County. By the time your puppy is 4 months old, they have to be licensed and have their rabies vaccine up to date. It's just one of those must-do things.
And here are some fantastic places to practice. For that off-leash work in a safe, fenced area, like practicing recall, the dog parks at Civic Center and James Woody are perfect. And for working on those polite leash walking skills, you really can't beat the real-world settings of the Mojave Riverwalk or the trails at Apple Valley Regional Park.
I really want to emphasize this point. Around here, some commands are more than just about good manners. A rock-solid recall and a reliable leave-it command can truly be life-saving skills on our local trails. These are absolutely non-negotiable for keeping your dog safe in the high desert.
Because really, that's what all this effort is about. It's about enjoying a relaxing walk in the park, having friends over without any stress, and just exploring everything our town has to offer with a happy, confident dog by your side. We wish you the very best on your training journey.